Welcome! It's Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy bringing you a Star Citizen video. And in this video, we're going to kind of go over the leaks that have happened around the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo for this year. So some very exciting leaks that we'll have to wait to see if they actually pan out. But I thought I would go over a few of them for you. The actual Star Citizen Leaks channel did present these today, so most of my information is coming from there. And they are not always 100% correct. So keep that in mind when we go talk about some of these different, some of these different leaks. So take them with a grain of salt. You know, they could be accurate, they may not be, but they're very fun to, think about anyways. Real quick, before I get too much more into the video, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I really do appreciate it. If you want to join the Patreon or the YouTube members, those guys have really saved my bacon over the last few months. So really a big shout out to those guys. Thank you. All right, let's get into the leaks. So let's talk about what you can expect on what days. So the first day, which, by the way, this is going to be November 20th through December 2nd. It's going to be 12 days this year. That's a really long time, but you'll be able to buy the things you want during that time. Day 1, Consolidated Outland, Argo, and Grey Cat Industrial. So what we can expect: the Mole, the PTV, the Rock, the Mustang and its variants other than the Omega, the MPUV and the transport version, and a new ship, a starter ship called the Nomad. So this is by Consolidated Outland, and it's probably going to be a refinery ship of some kind. So like a starter refinery ship, since the refinery gameplay will be coming online in 3.12. That's what I'm expecting. It's going to be kind of in a bigger package that includes like the it's a cargo hauling package. So I still think this is going to be a refinery ship, based on the information I have and kind of the things that are leading into it from last year's, CitizenCon stuff. Then on day 2, we have Aegis. You can expect the Vanguard and its variants, the Avenger and its variants, the Saber and the Comet, the Gladius, the Hammerhead, the Reclaimer, and the Retaliator. Then on to Anvil Day, which could be pretty interesting in itself, where she'll get the Ballista, the Gladiator, the Carrack, the Terrapin, the Arrow, the Hurricane, the Valkyrie, the Hornet and its variants, the Pisces and Expedition, and the Hawk. But we may also get to see the F-7A, which is the military version of the Hornet, and the F-8 Lightning. Will they be flyable? Will they be purchasable? I don't know. I still don't think the F-8 will be purchasable unless you get it in-game, or you can rise up high enough in the ranks of concierge and get one for free. Well, for all the money you put into the game. But we don't know. We'll have to see what happens on that day 3 on whether or not you'll actually get your hands on an F-8 Lightning. We have seen them in the game. We've seen the F-7As in the game. And people have even flown them back in May during the Fleet Week. So are you going to be able to get your hands on one? That's the question. The next day, day 4, you got Crusader, Tumbrel, and Kruger. So you'll have the Cyclone and its variants, the Archimedes, the Merlin, and of course, the the Belle of the Ball, the Star Runner. So I don't expect to see this ship until a patch comes out for the IAE. Then we'll actually get the first glance at the Mercury Star Runner, which everybody's been looking forward to. It's been the big hyped ship this year, kind of like what the Carrack was last year. Is it overhyped? I don't know. I think it's slightly overhyped. It'll be a fun ship, but I do think it's going to be slightly overhyped, and I guess we'll have to wait on that one and find out. Misc Day is day 5. You got the Razor and its variants, the Freelancer its variants, the Reliant and all its variants, the Starfarer, and the Starfarer Gemini. Then we have one of my favorite brands as of late, the Drake Industrial on day 6. You'll have the Dragonfly, the Buccaneer, the Cutlass and its variants, the Herald, and the Caterpillar up for grabs that day. And then you have Alien Day, The next day, which is going to have the Defender, the Nox Q, the Glaive, the Prowler, the Scythe, and the Blade. Will they all be for sale? I don't know. It depends on if they want some scarcity or not. Origin Day will follow that with a 300i its variants, 100i and its variants, the 600i and its variant, the 890 Jump, and the M50. Followed by RSI Day, which will have Aurora and its variants, the Constellation and its variants, the Ursa, the Mantis, and the Gunboat. Not the Odin, that's not the name of it anymore, but that's how you can refer to it. Supposedly it'll be coming out on the RSI Day. We'll have to wait on that and find out more details as it comes along. But that could be a very big ship that's going to be coming out that day. So yeah, you can expect the Gunboat, and that'll be a lot of fun. Hopefully we'll be able to get our hands on one. I don't know how much it's going to cost, but I bet it's going to be $500 to $750. If I had to guess. Going to be expensive. Then you're going to have the Best in Show Day, where the Carrack, Valkyrie, Cutlass Black, and Eclipse should all get their day in the sun, the day under the lights, especially, and you know, with their special liveries and stuff. And then I would also expect that to actually be about 4 days long on that one. They usually make it last a little longer, so you can actually go in and see. So what it doesn't say here, and what I fully expect, and you guys can expect as well, is I would imagine there's going to be some larger ships for sale, you know, capital sized, because that's usually what they do during the IAE, during the 2-year anniversary sale, if you want to call it that. Yeah, or the anniversary sale. So I would expect some capital ships to come into play during their respective days. So during, you know, Aegis Day, you will get the Idris, and then also the Javelin, and then on Drake you'll probably get the Kraken. On Consolidated Outland you may get the Pioneer. So a lot of different possibilities here for some of these ships and when they actually come out. There is speculation on how they're going to be sold and all that, but there's no signs of a Xi'an cargo ship, of a Taurus. Most likely some of the bigger ships like the Kraken will be in the Holo Viewer. They also talked about the Imperator race, how they think Addison's the one who won. So all you Addison fans, you guys may have picked up the victory in that. I personally am not a big Addison fan. I think it's going to lead to a lot of taxes, and it's just, yeah, it's not going to be good for the verse. That's my personal opinion. Obviously, everybody has their opinion on politics, even fake politics. Then you're also going to have some other... I imagine we'll have at least one other surprise during that week. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. And guys, you definitely want to save up if you're planning on buying a ship, something you had your eye on for a long time. You're going to want to save that up, you know, so that you can dig deep in your wallet and buy it. This sale only comes around once a year, sometimes twice a year if you saw Fleet Week. You know, they had a few of those ships then. But yeah, you're not going to get your chance to get some of these ships except for around that time. So definitely get your wallets ready. Save up the money. Now, obviously, you don't want to buy it if you can't afford it. You know, don't spend beyond your means. This is a game. Everything you see here or in the game is going to be able to be bought in the game. So don't shell out a bunch of money if you don't have it. Do you know what I mean? You know, it's a lot of people buy ships because you know, they want to overlap the time. They want to, you know, forego the time requirement to build up the money to get those ships. So yeah, I would say if you don't have the money, just do it in the game. Get it in the game. Don't spend all your hard-earned money on a ship unless you just have the disposable income. So with that said, guys, let me know what you think down in the comments. What are you looking forward to at this year's IAE? As you can see, I got my Vandal helmet. Looks pretty cool, especially with the Overlord outfit. Looking forward to doing some videos with the Vandal helmets. I think that'll be really awesome. Anyways, I do appreciate everybody tuning in. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy, and I'll see you out in the verse.